Good evening, son.
Good evening, Daddy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Good evening. That's what you got for me? Give me more.
Good evening.
That's what I'm talking about. Good evening. We're doing February 27th. And the mantra that we say every day before we go to school, well, not every day. Sometimes I like get out my car. But so, where we going?
To school.
Why we going?
To learn.
What is it that we need to learn?
Focus.
And what is it that we need to focus?
Self-control.
Self-control. Yes, and that's the word of the day. This passage is Proverbs 16:32. Okay? Better to be patient than powerful. Better to have self-control than to conquer a city. Self-control. That's the word of the day. And I need you to exercise some self-control, sweetheart, and sit right there. Thank you. Cooper wants to win. It doesn't matter what the activity was. He wanted to be the best. He noticed, though, sometimes his desire to win grew bigger than his desire to be kind or respectful. Sometimes when he lost, he would be so angry he didn't know what to do with himself. He was thankful for his dad, who would sit and pray with him, and together they would talk about how to value doing the right thing over winning. It was hard for Cooper, but he was learning that winning is not the most important thing in the world. God's kingdom does not match up with the world. A lot of the things in God's kingdom are the opposite of what the world might tell you. I need y'all to understand what I just said, because what I just said is real. Okay? A lot of the things in God's kingdom are the opposite of what the world might tell you.
Do you mean heaven?
Heaven, yes, but when I say God's kingdom, at least when the passage is talking about God's kingdom, basically we're talking about when we choose to follow and belong to God, we are part of His kingdom, and then there's certain I want to say precepts. Okay, precepts is a word that's probably above you, so let me find another word that you can probably get. There's certain principles that goes along with being a part of His kingdom, and the world is going to try to tell you that you're wrong.
Are we a part of His kingdom?
Yes, the world is going to try to tell you that we're wrong. Okay, the world is going to try to tell you that you can do anything you want. Okay, the world's going to try to tell you that left is right, right is left, up is down. Okay, and it doesn't matter. Cats can be dogs, dogs can be cats. Nothing matters. The world's going to try to, there's a passage that says the ways of the wicked, talking about wicked people, in their own mind, in their eyes, is right. The ways of the wicked are righteous in their own eyes. Okay, when they think they're the heroes in their story. Okay, so it's very important to understand that passage that I just read. Okay, God's kingdom. A lot of things in God's kingdom are the opposite of what the world might tell you. Those who desire power and control will struggle with Christianity. Following Jesus is based on the realization that God is the one with ultimate power and control. God will, as you walk with God, you will see it is better to surrender to His greatness than to seek after your own greatness. Ooh, surrender to His greatness than to seek after your own greatness. Nathaniel, here's the question. Okay. Have you ever left goodness behind and instead let your desire to win take over? Nobody can hear your shake of your head. All right. That's good. I'm glad you decided that being good and doing the right thing is greater than winning. How about you, sweetheart?
So, no.
Have you ever wanted to win so bad that you push somebody so you can get ahead, or you held somebody so you can win?
Yes, and I have a reason.
You have a reason? Does your reason make it okay?
No. But I still have a reason for why I did it, but it does not make it okay. So, I was just walking off the bus stop. Nice.
Speak up.
We're just walking off the bus stop. Nice and clean. But then I think about, before you told us we have to stand next to each other, I think about, why is Nathan always running? Why is he always sitting in the front of the bus? And I always think about that. So I try to catch up with him for once. And then I finally think about something. Maybe he wants to get to the remote and get to the TV first. So I try to run, push him out of the way so I can get to the house first and see how he reacts. And he was very mad. So I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Interesting. That was a conversation y'all having at the door before y'all walked in. Okay. Well, how can you develop self-control in that area?
I can develop self-control in that area by, I know Nathan probably wants to go do something. You never know if it's not the remote. So I'm just going to let him be and walk by to the house.
Okay. What are some ways you can develop self-control, son? Speak up, boy.
I can develop self-control by by not moving around so much.
Okay. One of the ways I think is good to develop self-control is to practice a behavior. To make it like your second nature. Okay. And that's activities you can do. Most importantly, if you're struggling in an area, like the passage say, sitting down and praying about it can be very helpful when you're struggling in an area. Okay. Have these conversations with God. Okay. It's not just about blessing your food and now I lay me down to sleep. Okay, that's what we do with little toddlers. Okay, it's more than just now I lay me down to sleep and blessing your food. You need to have a regularly scheduled conversation with God. I say scheduled, but you don't have to schedule it. Just speak to him. Speak to him.
I speak to him at school before on a test.
Speak to him then. Speak to him on the way home while you walking home from the bus. Speak to him anytime. There's never a bad time to have a conversation with God.
Because I was scared if I forgot some of the answers, so I prayed to him to help me focus and stuff.
That's good. Well, self-control. I like it. Self-control. I love it. You're going to need to utilize self-control a lot in your life, son, because the world we live in, consequences for young men are always going to be more severe than consequences for young women. So self-control is going to be a vital part of your life. And I need you to understand that. Okay. That being said, thank you. Thank you for lasting. We went longer than 5 minutes. I'm sorry, but thank you for lasting. I know you're tired and you're ready to get ready for bed, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Also, I'd like to thank all of the people who are watching via YouTube. Thank you for spending time with us, and I hope this video has been a blessing to you. If it has been a blessing to you, please like this video. Please share this video. And the last thing, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel so we can grow.
Should they comment down how y'all could be self-control?
That sounds like a great idea. They can comment ways that they can help or learn how to self-control, ways that they use for self-control. They can always discuss times where they left goodness behind and let the desire to win take over. They could talk about that in the comment section. That's something that
Oh, it's mine.
Belongs in the trash.
No, it's mine.
No, mine.
so aggressive. I thought you were sleepy. Anyway,
Wait. What is mine?
That belongs
wow,
in
all
the
that aggression for no reason
Ew.
wasn't yours.
That just belongs.
Wow.
This belongs in the trash.
Okay. Well, that being said, I hope you all have a good rest of your day.
Bye.
They're losing it. They're losing it. Bye.